What is going on, everyone? I am Turtle. This is Outlier Fantasy. And if I have you now, I'm going to have you covered for the rest of round one in the NFL draft tonight. Today, we're going to be keeping up live updates and giving my reaction on these NFL picks that come in as they come in. And we'll go over the news. I'm scrolling through Twitter right now as I go through it. I obviously don't have the ability to. Sorry about that technical difficulty. But if I have you now, I have you covered for the rest of the night. And we're just going to keep up with the NFL news as it comes through. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any fantasy football questions or feed, drop it down below. And let's get started. I'm just scrolling through Twitter right now. Hopefully, Caleb Williams to the Bears. That pick comes in any second now. As it should, you know. We've only known that for how long now? Just trying to keep up with the Twitter world right now, see what's going on, see what's popping off with who I'm following. No news yet that Caleb Williams has been selected. For those that want to know, I'm using Underdog as a big part of where I get the news. I get my news from today. Don't know why I had to say news twice, but yeah, I said it twice. So Caleb Williams to the Bears. I have not seen that yet. So in my personal opinion, I feel like the quarterbacks are going to come right off the board. We're going to have Caleb Williams, going to have Jaden Daniels, and Drake May 1, 2, 3 off the board. And then I feel like somebody's going to call up the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are going to make a big splash. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a perfect fit for what they need. There's no doubt about that. I just feel like they may prefer Neighbors or Dunze if they could get them possibly. But if the Giants wanted Dunze or Neighbors, I don't know how long those wide receivers will stay on the board. So they could just end up taking Marvin Harrison Jr., but I'm expecting somebody at either 4 or 5, whether it's the Chargers or the Cardinals, to trade out of that top 5, and like somebody like Minnesota or another team will come in, maybe the Raiders, and select J.J. McCarthy or one of the other quarterbacks available. But we'll see. That's why we're here right now. Caleb doesn't go 1, you'll gift. I appreciate that, Shabari. Thank you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. We love that. I'm going to refresh Twitter because I'm done yapping. I would love to just spread like a fake news so Shabari has to gift me, but I'm not going to be that type of guy. Don't worry. I'm just waiting for this news. Caleb Williams to the Chicago Bears. Just waiting to see that pop up on Twitter. Have not seen that yet. I feel like it's better to just refresh Twitter than even watch the draft, because I feel like if you have the right accounts that you follow, a lot of this stuff will just pop up even before that the pick gets announced. But let's see. Maybe the TV is faster, because I haven't seen anything yet. I'm not watching the cable television program, but I'm sure they're waiting on the pick as well. Come on, bring in the news. Just waiting for that news. I would love to do like a underdog draft in the meantime, but the news is about to roll in and then I won't be able to keep up, so we can't do that. Who is going to drop the news? Seeing more posts on my feed. Penei Sewell signs a 4-year, $112 million extension with the Lions. That's old news. Looking for anything current to talk about, anything new to break. Bears are on the clock. Yes, A.J. Brown did re-sign today. Thank you for that. That's probably way more newsworthy to talk about than Penei Sewell. A.J. Brown signed a 3-year extension for $96 million, so he's definitely putting a premium price on the market. Reading Rome Odunze could be somebody that gets selected with a trade up. Somebody trades up to select Rome Odunze. That would be really interesting. I think Rome Odunze could be a really good receiver in this draft. Obviously, nobody's trading up to 1 to get him. We're just waiting for that Caleb news to the Bears. But in the meantime, we just wait. Jets are trending. I don't know if that's based on my location. Yeah, that might be. Just want to check on the Knicks and 76ers. Make sure the Knicks are winning that game. And it's still tied up. Okay. All good. Who's getting selected first? Is it going to be Jaden Daniels? Who knows? You know? Who knows? Obviously, it's going to be Caleb. I'm trolling. I would love to know when they're announcing the first pick. If we're being honest, I would love to know when that's happening. I feel like we all know it's Caleb. You could just lock the pick in already, but hey, what do I know? You know? I guess it's not Caleb Williams, you know? Or maybe they're still deciding. Do they want Caleb? Do they want Jaden Daniels? Who really knows, you know? Who really knows? Waiting for like maybe Tom Pelissero or Ian Rappaport tweet, but Nothing yet. Saying now that the Bears are officially on the clock. So that's obviously going to take another 2 minutes. So obviously feel free to hang tight here. Breece Hall is tweeting that he knows who the Jets are taking. It's just a matter of time. So that's pretty cool. That's nice to know. I hope Caleb Williams goes first because I really need your family to eat at the end of the day, Steven. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. The last thing I would want is your family not to eat. I hope everyone eats and it's a very rationed and portioned amount. Very healthy amount. Good health, good wealth. Let's see what's going on. No update yet. So we're still waiting on that Caleb Williams to the Bears news. Any minute now. Where is the chaos? I want to see chaos. I want to see Caleb Williams get drafted and then chaos happens. Because we can't have Steven's family not eat. Skin and bones. Alright, we're just waiting on the Caleb Williams selection. Waiting on that selection. But let me know in the chat, if your team has a first round pick, what do you want your team to do with your first round pick in this draft tonight? Because there's obviously a lot of things that could happen, but what do you guys want to see? I want to see news come across my Twitter so I know that I'm not wasting my time keeping all of you people captive on my live. Don't know why the Bears have not put their pick in yet, but hey, it's all good. Just waiting for the news that Caleb Williams is going to the Bears as we wait patiently. Let me know what you want your team to do in the draft. Thank you all for the people that are in here for stopping by. Really appreciate that. Not sure why the Bears are milking the clock, but that is what they're doing right now. They are holding on to possession right now and using time of possession to their advantage because Caleb Williams is obviously the pick, but we still have not heard that Caleb Williams is obviously the pick. So now we wait. Now we wait. It's wonderful. Somebody please make a trade in the NFL draft. because I am bored and I am waiting for any type of notification to come across my feed. It looks like the Bears have still not selected with their first overall pick. I wonder who they're going to take. I wonder. I wonder. The pick is in. Caleb Williams has been selected with the first overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. That is official. Congratulations to the Chicago Bears. I believe that they just got a top 10 quarterback in the NFL in Caleb Williams, and they're surrounding him in a situation that will prove that he is a top 10 quarterback as soon as he steps into the NFL, barring injury. Congratulations to Caleb Williams, but the show goes on, and we have 31 other picks to go through. So don't go anywhere, because this is going to be a long night. Let's see if we go quarterback, quarterback, quarterback in that order. Hopefully somebody makes a trade up in the draft. I would rather have Caleb Williams than Aaron Rodgers today, but I think you could say it's fair to say that Aaron Rodgers' career and accolades will probably be better than Caleb Williams, assuming Caleb either wins one Super Bowl or doesn't win a Super Bowl. If he wins multiple Super Bowls, then we have a different discussion to make. But otherwise, I would take Caleb right now over an older veteran quarterback who's had great career seasons in the past. And yeah, I would take Caleb Williams for sure. Let's see what happens with the second overall pick. Hopefully, the Washington Commanders don't use the entire clock like the Chicago Bears did. Hopefully, some of these picks go by at a reasonable time. We don't need to extend it that much longer. Ian Rappaport just tweeted a minute ago about Caleb Williams being drafted, so I'm going to assume we got a good 10-15 minutes before the next pick comes in. So stay tight, and we'll just roll with the news as it comes on. Hopefully there's a trade that comes through, because that would make this a hell of a lot better. But we'll see. We shall see. If you followed the rules in my post yesterday on Instagram, if you do get all 8 picks right in the draft, you will be in part of a selection to win $100. So that's pretty cool. If more than one person gets it, I will split $50 and give it to 2 people. But if nobody gets it, then nobody wins the money, obviously. But hopefully somebody could win some cash, think I refreshed NFL Draft so much that I can't even use Twitter anymore. That's a new one. I've never seen that before. But Caleb Williams to the Bears. Wow. Think about he's got DeAndre Swift, Khalil Herbert, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Cole Kmet. It's a pretty good offense for a first overall pick and a rookie. You don't really get this opportunity too often to step into an offense that's really capable of being really great. It's not so often that happens. I would like to see some more news. Maybe Washington can submit and put their pick in. That would be great. Pick number 2, what's going on? I think I'm going to have to get off Twitter and get back on because I could not refresh. Nope, still can't refresh. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe if I put Jaden Daniels, because we believe that's going to be the number 2 pick, right? No, I can't look him up either. That's interesting. I wonder how we're going to do this because I can't use... I mean, I can use my Twitter feed. But for some reason, I can't go to the NFL Draft hashtag anymore. I must have spammed it way too many times. That's not good. Who thinks Brock Bowers is going to get traded up for? I feel like he's going to go somewhere in the top 9, 10. And I think people are really keen in on trying to buy into this tight end prospect. But we'll see how the night goes. Still trying to get my Twitter correct. NFL Draft. Nope. Still can't check it out. Just gonna have to keep refreshing. Jaden Daniels has been selected to the Washington Commanders. That pick has officially come in. Ian Rappaport has tweeted it. I guess I will have to just jump from Ian Rappaport and other reporters because for some reason the NFL draft trending might be too trending for the entire world, so I can't click on it. But okay. Now, I'm not as high on fantasy standing as I am with Caleb Williams, obviously. But Jada Daniels could be a really good quarterback. We just have to see how that works out. The Commanders in this offseason have tried to address their offense. Hopefully now Terry McLaurin finally has a quarterback to, get past more than just like an 1,100-yard season with low touchdowns. Hopefully he could have a breakout year, but we'll see. We'll definitely have to see. Congrats to Jaden Daniels. Hopefully that works out. Now I'm guessing Drake May goes next. But we'll have to see. I'm back on the NFL draft Twitter feed, so that's great. Could keep up with the news as it rolls in. That's it's only my goal here, no big deal. So we've gone quarterback, quarterback. Is anything crazy about to happen at pick 3? The Patriots start this draft. Are they going to go quarterback or are they going to trade their pick? I think they're going to take Drake May, but if there's a team out there that wants Drake May, now is your chance to trade to 3 and really offer the Patriots a package that they want. Who knows? Maybe they take J.J. McCarthy, but I think Drake May is going to be the next player selected. Whether it's someone trades up or the Patriots end up taking him themselves, I think that's going to be the way this shakes out. Let's see what the Patriots do. Let me know what you guys think. You think they're taking Drake May? Think they're going to trade? You think they're going to take J.J. McCarthy? What do you guys think is next for the NFL? The Patriots have selected Drake May. Wow. So Drake May has now come off the board. This is big time news. So the Patriots get their quarterback of the future. Wow. That's big there. Hopefully they actually take the time to develop and get Drake May what he needs to succeed. Because I feel like Mac Jones looked good. And then the team was like, you know what? We don't really need to give him more weapons or more pieces to be great. Let's just do what we've been doing. And that was the recipe for disaster, But Drake May, he might not be on the spot immediately the, you know, best quarterback in the draft class in the 2024 season, but over time, he could be a really good quarterback. And as we see in the league now, with guys like Jared Goff and stuff, you don't need to be great in the first 3 years. But eventually, these guys will get it. So hopefully, if he doesn't get it this year, Drake May will figure it out down the line in his career and end up being a good quarterback. But we'll just have to wait and see. Now, with the Arizona Cardinals on the clock, we have to see, are they going to trade out? Is someone going to want to take J.J. McCarthy? Or are they taking who might be the best player in the draft, Marvin Harrison Jr.? This is going to be interesting. So the Drake May pick is official, as we've stated before. The first three quarterbacks have gone off the board, but let's see what unfolds. I've lost my connection to the NFL hashtag again. That is not good. But one thing that is good is Dove Kleiman was actually pretty timely with it, so I'm just going to stick around and refresh his account. You know, I'm way better off than trying to mess with one of these accounts that have no credibility, so just keep refreshing his Twitter. Again, if you're in the stream, thank you so much for watching. If your team is still yet to pick in the first round and has a first round pick, let me know what you want your team to do. Do you want your team to trade up? You want your team to take a quarterback? You want your team to take one of the best wide receivers that we might see in our lifetime? Between these three guys, Marvin Harrison, Rome Odunze, and Malik Nabers, let me know. And I will let you know as soon as a trade happens or the next pick comes in. Hopefully that will be soon. Took a little while to get the Caleb news, but these next couple guys went in, 5-6 minutes from each other. So hopefully that trend continues. No news yet. But stay tight because something will come up. So the Cardinals are on the clock. They have just selected Marvin Harrison Jr. The Cardinals have taken Marv with the 4th overall pick in the draft. Wow. So everyone who bet their 8 picks so far pretty much got it right. So I may be giving out $100 with the way the first 4 picks have laid out so far. Once I see that I hopefully don't have to pay anybody out, I will laugh at all of you. Probably end the stream and go get something to eat or go to sleep. But till then, we will be going over the first round. I'm going to keep refreshing Dove, because that broke the news pretty quick about Marv. That was pretty cool. For anyone watching on TV, let me know if I'm ahead or behind. I'm sure with the streaming, I am a tad bit delayed, but let me know. I'm curious. I have now refreshed Dove too many times. Let me check on the Knicks. Knicks still in a back and forth game. That's okay. Just hoping the Knicks win. For all the Knicks fans out there, if you're a Sixers fan, I'm sorry. Just from New York, I want them to win. Not a Knicks fan. Just again, it's where I'm from. Shefty 10 minutes ago tweeted out about the no way Patriots trade out, so I wish I seen that. I apologize for that. Now we wait for the next pick to come in. I want to see a trade, you know? I want to see somebody trade up. I want to see somebody take their franchise guy, you know? Or maybe even just trade up for like a Malik Neighbors, you know? That's what I would want to see. I don't think it's going to happen. Quite unfortunate. But what are you going to do? No news yet. Still waiting to see what the Chargers do at 5. Are they going to take Joe Alt? That's what I would assume. I think Joe Alt is going to be the next guy taken. Again, it's one of those scenarios where you're arguably getting one of the best players in the draft and you're not in the top 3, which doesn't make any sense, but it's because teams need quarterbacks so bad that you have the opportunity to have a really good draft. Still waiting on any kind of news in terms of who's getting what pick. I think Marv is happy about where he's landing. I think the ability to play with Kyler Murray is fun. I don't really see an issue with the Cardinals going out and getting him a wide receiver. I don't think Michael Wilson is that good, so I think it makes a lot of sense. Obviously, you'd probably want Justin Herbert, but if Jim Harbaugh is going to want to run the ball almost every possession, then maybe you want to go to the Cardinals. Maybe you want to get more action. You know? I'm not really too entirely sure. I might prefer a guy like Kyler Murray, where I know I'm going to get the ball maybe because I'm losing in a trailing situation, than Herbert in this, what could be a run-heavy offense. I don't know. Still waiting to see what the 5th overall pick comes in as. I'm sure any second now my Twitter will refresh with who's going to be the pick. Kyler Murray is one hell of an infant, I'll tell you that much. He's definitely one hell of an infant. Still no word yet on the 5th overall pick. Still waiting to see what that selection is. First team to fumble their pick is a great question. I have no clue, honestly. I'm just hoping that a trade breaks out, Somebody trades up, I guess, and reaches in that regard, or fumbles the bag in that regard. That would be interesting. But we'll see. Right now, I'm more so concerned with what the 5th overall pick is, or maybe there's a trade, because this pick is still not in, to my knowledge, so maybe there was a trade that happened. I'm not sure. I'm sure they're just taking Joe Alt. Nobody's trading up for J.J. McCarthy yet. But it would be nice to know what's going on. Chargers are picking, no trade. Means the Giants' patience is paid off if they want a new quarterback. That's what Ian Rappaport just tweeted. So the Chargers are picking. There is no trade. No trade. The Chargers are going to get their offensive lineman, it looks like. Still no word yet on what the pick is, but we know they are picking. So that's good to know. What are the Chargers going to do? Chargers are keeping pick 5, no trade. The pick probably is going in any second. But who are they going to take? Does the draft shake up at 6? Or does it shake up now at 5? With the 5th pick, the Chargers have selected Notre Dame offensive tackle Joe Alt. So there you have it. The 5th pick is in. The Chargers have taken Joe Alt. Congratulations to Joe Alt. I think this pick, in terms of fantasy value alone, has the potential to imply that whoever they decide to draft at running back later in this draft is going to have good success, and they're going to want to run the ball a lot because they've invested a lot in offensive linemen, they've invested in interior players, and they've gotten rid of their exterior players like wide receivers and tight end. So with that, I think Joe Alt is a good pick for what Jim Harbaugh wants to do with the Chargers. I personally would rather them keep wide receivers and maybe even draft a wide receiver over a tackle, but they want to run the ball almost every play, so it makes sense. Now we see, does the draft shake up at 6? Because it did not shake up at pick 5. Joe Alt was what I expected. Now for the Giants, I'm expecting them to take J.J. McCarthy. But man, if they take Malik Nabers or Rome Odunze, they're in really, really good shape next year, or in 2024, I should say, this year. They're going to be in great shape, but we'll see. You know, a few years ago, they had the sixth overall pick. They shocked us and took a quarterback. They have the chance again now to shock us and take a quarterback yet again. So let's see what happens. So far, no trades in the draft. That's really surprising. I was expecting somebody to trade into the top five, but that was all just yap. Nothing but it. Let's see what the Giants do with the sixth pick. This is going to be real interesting. What are the Giants going to do? They are on the clock. The Giants are on the clock. Let's see if they trade the pick. No one has yet decided to make a move up to get Brock Bowers. I find that very interesting. Ho ho, Mark is here. Thank you so much for joining, Mark. Yeah, I want to see if I'm actually going to end up paying somebody out or not. I don't know why I decided to give away $100 when I only have like 5 people that are like and comment on my posts, but you know, you live and you learn. The Giants have selected Malik Neighbors with the sixth overall pick. Wow. Malik Neighbors, you are a New York Giant. I think they absolutely just stole the draft with that sixth overall pick. I think Malik Neighbors is going to be an absolute stud, and I can't believe this just happened. I can't believe the Chargers had a chance to take Malik Neighbors and they didn't. And now the New York Giants have a legit number one wide receiver in Malik Neighbors. That is huge. Congratulations to Malik Neighbors. Now the seventh pick. Is Mark gonna go 7 for 7? Is that about to happen right now? Is Mark going 7 for 7? The Giants did not fumble the bag. We have to congratulate them for that. They did not fumble the bag. Congrats to them. They took who I think is currently the best wide receiver in the class, Malik Neighbors. I think he's that good. Now we wait for the seventh pick to arrive in. Now it's just a matter of time. JJ McCarthy is trending on Twitter. JJ McCarthy is trending. But I don't think it matters. Knicks are up 1 with 39 seconds left in the half. Hell yeah. We like that. But now it's back to the draft. Apparently, the Patriots had big time offers. I don't know what big time offers are, but they still decided to take the pick and draft Drake May. So that's very interesting. Is J.J. McCarthy the next pick? Is someone going to trade up to get J.J. McCarthy? Who knows? The pick is not in yet. The pick is not in. Still waiting to see what it is that goes down at pick 7. Cannot believe the Giants got Malik Neighbors. That is such a huge pickup for them. That is a great addition to their team. Are the Rams going to get in the top 10 like they reported earlier? We'll have to see. The Giants are going to be a pretty interesting team to watch next year when Daniel Jones comes back from injury. They're going to be a pretty good team. Still waiting to see if any news comes across, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we still have to wait it out. Still no word on the next pick. Still waiting for the 7th overall pick to come in. We shall see. We shall see who will be the 7th overall pick. See Brock Bowers' name trending now on Twitter. So J.J. McCarthy, the Titans select J.C. Latham. I think Mark is 7 for 7. So would you look at that? The Titans get who everyone mocked them to get, J.C. Latham with the 7th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. Congratulations to that young man. I think Mark is 7 for 7, if I'm not mistaken. So he's got one more pick. I believe it's Dallas Turner at 8. And I will be awarding him $100. But I think someone else had the same exact listing as Mark, so I think they might split it. But again, we don't know what's about to happen. Someone could trade up and get J.J. McCarthy or Brock Bowers. We don't know. So the Titans get J.C. Latham, huh? Not a single trade through 7 picks. This is crazy. How is nobody going to trade up for a quarterback? Teams like the Vikings need a quarterback and they're just going to let it ride out. There's nobody that they could possibly trade up with. Like, I don't understand. They can't make it work. Now you just got to wait for the next pick to come in. again, for those watching, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Really appreciate it. The Knicks are up 3 at halftime. That's good to see. Still trying to focus on my Twitter feed. Just wanted to check in on the Knicks, though. Make sure everything's all right. Ian Rappaport tweets that the Giants bluffed for QB so they could get their choice of a weapon for Daniel Jones. I think that makes the most sense. I didn't think taking a quarterback made the most sense. But look at them. Daniel Jones finally has a weapon. Malik Neighbors. Congratulations. What's really interesting about the Malik Neighbors pick is this is the highest draft capital the Giants have ever spent on a wide receiver. 6th overall. So that's pretty crazy to think about. How far we've come and what values have or are to be had in this draft. Let's go back to good old Dove Kleiman. See if we get any tweets, any news. Sure, the next pick has to be rolling in any minute now. Again, if you're watching, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Really appreciate that. We're just covering the first round, trying to see if I'm giving away money to any of my lovely followers on Instagram. No news yet. Hang tight. The Titans' J.C. Latham selection is still the most recent one. There has not been another pick announced yet. Joel Embiid is trending on Twitter. I'm going to have to take a look at that when I get off stream. Figure out what's going on with this guy, Joel Embiid. Hopefully he's not torching the Knicks. And now we wait for the 8th overall pick to come in. Is Dallas Turner going to be the selection, or is somebody going to trade into the top 8 and get their quarterback that they so desperately need? Now my Twitter is no longer working. I guess I've refreshed Twitter to the point where I can no longer use it. That's quite interesting. I don't want to use my phone because then I'll be looking down, but not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. He took out Robinson's leg. Oh my goodness. That is not muy bien. That is not muy bien. My Twitter is not working. I do not understand. Let me try to sign in on Safari. I usually use Google Chrome. But let me try to sign in a different way. No, I can't get in. I'm locked out of Twitter. I'm banned from Twitter. I don't know how I've done this. I hope the Jets get a tackle. I feel like that's their most necessary addition that they need right now. Or I don't know how to properly word that at the moment. That is their biggest hole of need to fill in this NFL draft is offensive line. Even though they have addressed it in the offseason, still would be better to draft somebody who's actually going to be capable of being there for the long term instead of somebody like Tyron Smith who's there for the year. I may have to call this stream over. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not able to get on Twitter right now. And I don't want to look down at my phone because then you just can see the top of my head, and that's stupid. I don't know why I would look down on a stream. But, yeah, I'm not able to report right now who the next pick is. So if I end up owing anybody $100, I will be posting that on my Instagram, congratulating them, and getting in contact with them somehow, some way, about sending them the funds. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to end the stream now. Hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully next year we don't have to end this on an early note. I'm going to try to refresh Twitter again. Yep, no bueno. So I'm going to sign out.